Hey guys, how are you doing? So I'm back again for a Thredup video. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and thank you so much for staying up to date with me on my channel. I just want to say, don't forget to like and subscribe, and always leave me a comment to let me know how you like the video and what you would like to see in the future. I actually received a few demands about this video, the contents of this video, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to keep it as short and as clear as possible. I just want to start with a few things. So the first thing I'm going to start with is just a quick recap of what a few things that sold on Thredup for me this week. I sold Free People lace shorts that were actually they were in good condition. I had them on Thredup, had them on Poshmark for a while, about a year and a half. They never sold there, and the comps were pretty low. So I sent them to Thredup. They sold right away, but you know, the payout took a while. So yeah, I made $16.61 after the whole thing was said and done, and I think that's pretty good, especially like for that kind of shorts. Sometimes I don't look up comps when I'm at the thrift store because the internet is really bad, so I just pick up whatever I think is cute. I had sold another Free People. See, I love selling Free People on Thredup. It's most of my solds on there. I sold another Free People. This one was a vest. It was brand new with tags, and I think the original retail price was $78. And I had it on Poshmark for a long time. I never really found the style name for it, so I just went ahead, pulled it out, sent it to Thredup. This one also sold right away. It didn't really sit long on Thredup. I think it was 2 weeks, and I did not drop the price on that one. I don't really drop the prices on my Free People items there. I just because I think there's just really high demand on them. So I just either they sell that one time or I just resend them after I reclaim. I try to always sell them at max, and they do. So this sold at max, and I think they priced it at $88. So I tried to max it up, and after it was all said and done, I made $28.81. I don't know what's up with the 81 and 61, but well, 81 cents. So that was my those are the highlights. I sold other small stuff like $5 and $6 and whatnot. I don't think those matter. I just think those are really good to liquidate stale inventory. And my last one, I actually posted this one on my Instagram. It was the pair of Lululemon yoga pants. I think they were like the Groove pants. No, those were the Astro pants. Yes, the pair of Astro pants, Lululemons, and those sold for $48.20. And those were actually pulled for a goodie box. So I got paid right away. And that was like my best sale on Thredup for now. I have a lot of items that actually sold out of the boxes that I've been sending, but because of the extended temporarily return window, I have not been paid out yet. So as I get paid out, hopefully May is going to be really good, because a lot of my items sold in the end of March and the beginning of April, so May should be really good. Once I start getting the payouts, I usually don't like posting about my sales unless I get the payout, so this way it will be really sold, and I can tell you guys that, you know, it's sold, I got paid for it, and this is how much I got paid for it. So yeah, I will post those whenever they start rolling in. So that's a positive note. Now let's talk about something a little bit less positive, a little bit more annoying. One of the downsides of, you know, I guess selling anywhere really, or shipping. One of the downsides of shipping, let's call it that. Okay, so what happens when the box you sent to Thredup is lost? If you are like me and had a box that got lost anywhere, you shipped an item for Poshmark or eBay or Mercari, and it's lost, it's always very stressful, because who's going to cover it? Are you out of your money and your item? What kind of, you know, what kind of seller protection does the platform offer? Well, in my case, this was the first time anything got lost on Thredup, and I was freaking out because the box I sent had Tory Burch, had Lululemon, had Free People. I mean, it was a lot of money in that box. I mean, it wasn't for me because of my COGS, cost of goods, but the value of it was just really high. So I was freaking out. I think for me it was $135, something like that, is how much money I had in that box, just the cost of goods and everything. I was really excited for it to get, you know, to Thredup, because I knew it was going to be a good money box. I mean, I had even cashmere made weld sweaters. I mean, it was just amazing. I'm getting heartbroken remembering that. So what happened is I dropped it at USPS, which I'm never doing again. Those of you who've seen my first video, you should go back and see it. I now drop it somewhere else, Walgreens. But you really go back and see the first video. It's great information about Thredup. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. So yeah, I dropped my box at USPS. Let's call it the Tory box. So I dropped my Tory box at USPS, and USPS, a website, showed that my box, it has now been delivered with FedEx. 3 days later, I have not received any update on from FedEx that they received my box. My box has not started tracking on Thredup. Okay, it was when all this mess started. So I waited. I gave it another week, and my box was still not tracking. So I contacted FedEx. I went to their website to see if the tracking has updated. Their tracking said that they have not received it from USPS yet, but USPS says that they gave it to FedEx. What's going on here? Yeah, both sides claim that they don't have my box, so my box is somewhere in oblivion. It's gone. So I'm freaking out. I'm crying. A lot of ugly crying going on. A lot of stress. I had just given birth. I really needed that money. Yeah. So of course, I talked with Melissa. I always say this, but she's really the person that I talk to the most when it comes to these kind of things, because I freak out and she tells me not to, and she usually has a solution for me. So yeah, here's a solution. I actually contacted Thredup, and I told them exactly what was going on and that I was freaking out, and they said that usually it takes 3 weeks for the box to arrive to Thredup. After 3 weeks, if the box has not yet arrived to them, to contact them back. And I used the chat service on their website, which now it seems to go back and forth. Sometimes it's available, sometimes it's not. I think because of the situation, they're running on a skeleton crew. So, cut them a break, you guys. But at the time, that was before things got really bad, so they still had the chat all the time. So anyway, I contacted them. They said to give them 3 weeks, and then if it hasn't showed up yet, to call them back. Sorry, to chat them back. So I waited for 3 weeks. Of course, my shipping was exactly the same. No updates. So I went ahead and contacted Thredup. They said they're going to issue a ticket for it, and they're going to contact me. I chatted them in the morning around 11 a.m., I want to say. Yeah. I received an email back from them at 2 p.m. and they offered me $290 for my lost box. They said, this is what we have to pay you for the box. Now guys, I'd have totally made more money. If they hadn't lost, that was not enough. Not for the amount of stuff I sold, or I sent them. No way. So I sent them back an email telling them, hey guys, this is not acceptable. I sent you very expensive items. Come on. And this was a regular box, not a luxe box. I have not lost a luxe box with them. Thank God. I don't want to jinx myself. Okay, let me knock out some wood. Wait. There we go. Yeah. So I have not lost a luxe box. So anyway, I replied to their email and said, while I appreciate you, reimbursing me, I guess that's the word, or compensating me, the compensation is not going to be enough compared to what I sent you. And so I sent them a list. See, what I do is I take pictures of the items that I put in the box before I send it out, so I have an idea what inventory I'm sending. I do this with every single box for this reason. Thankfully, I had pictures of the items, so I went ahead and made them a list. I typed up a list real quick, and I said, this is exactly what I sent you, and this is how much it values at. You can't do this to me. So they replied back with, hey, we get it. He sent a lot of expensive stuff and everything. What should we do? What do you suggest? And I said, well, my highest, I think my highest selling bag on their website was $480. I want to say before that. I had just started, so I wasn't really making a lot per bag. But for me, that's great, to be honest, because that's about 30 items, I believe. 25 to 30 items is what sells. 25. Let's say 25 items sold in that bag, and I made $480. Yeah. I don't know how much that is per item. But anyway, I have not done the math for Thredup yet. All I know is I'm making profit. I am not a numbers person. I don't know. Anyway, so I told them that that's the highest I've made, and I was, I expected this bag to make as much, if not more. So they said, here's the deal. We're gonna pay you as if your bag has sold like your highest paying bag. So they had given me the 290, and they gave me more money that altogether it made $480. Now that pays me back for the cost of my goods, plus my effort, plus, I mean, enough to make a good profit on the box. I don't know if my box would have made that much. I know my items were great, but, I mean, you never know. Sometimes you buy a lot of things and you go like, oh, this is going to be bank, and it sits for 5 years. So we don't know. So in my experience, I think Thredup was great. They handled this very gracefully. They were really nice to me. I mean, they were really understanding of my frustration. The money that they offered me was great, I think, for myself. This wasn't something that I sent like Gucci and Prada and Louis Vuitton. This is not something that I've done. I send them regular items, like mid to high range a little. I mean, the highest in that was Tory Burch, so it was fine by me. I think the payment they gave me was very fair. And so, this is what you should do if Thredup loses your box. Very calmly, don't freak out like I did. Very calmly, contact them and tell them, hey guys, this is the box I sent. It's not tracking. It's been 3 weeks. This is the items that I had in my box. Please compensate me. And they will. They'll compensate you. They will work with you. You need to make sure that you are clear, not panicky, and you have a list of the items that you actually sent. You don't want to go like, oh, I don't have a list. Don't do that. You want a list. Now, another thing is what happened is there was one time where I sent them a box and all my items, I got the email from them that said your box has been processed. So I went ahead to adjust my items, max it all up, and see what all they listed, how they listed it. I always check the brand and the size and everything after them because sometimes they make mistakes. And that's fine. They are working on a skeleton crew. Really, guys. They're working. It's a good thing that they're even still open. I'm grateful for that. So yeah, I always go check behind them and everything after they list. And if there's a mistake, I tell them, hey guys, you made a mistake on this. And I usually chat them. I give them the item number. And every single time they have worked with me, except for once, because they couldn't find the price adjusted. And I'm still working on that with them on that one. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. But that one time, they had one of my bags. They sent me the email telling me that my bag has been processed, so I can go ahead and adjust my prices. I had 24 hours window. Now it's 12 hours. Anyway, so I went to adjust my prices, and I've noticed that one of my items was unavailable. It was a Tommy Hilfiger jacket. I know for a fact there was nothing wrong with that jacket, and I was really worried that they lost it. And so I adjusted all my prices, and I was waiting on that one to become available. Yet my 24-hour window ended. My items were open for bidding, and the item was still, except for the Tommy Hilfiger, it was still showing unavailable. So I went ahead, chatted them, and I was like, guys, did you lose this? What happened? And they couldn't find it. So they told me that it is possible that the item was either lost or somehow sent back to me. And so they told me to wait until I get my return items, because I have return assurance, and let them know whether or not I have received it. So I did, and lo and behold, there is my Tommy Hilfiger jacket. So I went ahead, repackaged it, and sent it to them, and it's now listed on Thredup. So nothing gets lost, I guess. Things get lost, but just be vigilant, keep track, chat them. They're not out to get you. Not in my case. They were really good to me. And I don't know if that hasn't been your case, I'm really sorry. And if you need help with anything that's been lost or anything, or advice, or just a vent, you're stressed out and you want to vent, let me know. Go ahead, vent on my Instagram, which I will leave the link in the description. So yeah, so far I've had like 98 positive experience with them. I haven't had any issues. They've only dropped the ball on a couple items where they have listed them as assorted brands, and they weren't. And by the time I got to them to change it, this item was already sold, and I was too swamped to keep after them. But if you have a problem like that, they will also fix it. Just I wasn't vigilant enough, so they didn't change it, and I got paid like $5 instead of 20. Aside from that, it's really been good. So I know this is a little bit stressful as a seller. You don't want to lose your inventory, especially right now where inventory is scarce, and you know, we don't really have anywhere to go to get inventory right now. So if they lose your item or a mistake happens, just chat them. Stay on them. They will help you. They will fix it. It just takes them a while. It's a very, very long process with them. But sometimes, like in my situation, I was paid for that lost box the same day. After the 3 weeks were over, they paid me the same day. And I made $480 just like that. Showed up in my credit. And I moved it into my PayPal. So, really, I mean, it's all about timing and staying vigilant. That's been said, I do want to close the video on a happy note. So, okay, so this is me. 2 weeks ago, they were running a sale that if you had something in if you had favorite something, it will give you 40% off. So I got myself 2 things that I'm really excited about because I've been eyeing them for years on Poshmark, and I can never get them for a good price. I mean, for a really low price. Not for the price I got them on Thredup. Okay, so the first thing is this pair of, okay, I hope I'm saying this right, but it's Atatois. It's Anthropology, and yeah, and it's brand new tags. You guys will not believe how much I paid for these. They're super cute, like jogger pants are velvet, crushed velvet. It's super cute, and I paid $8 for these. And I also got credit back because I'm on their loyalty program, so I got actually 190 or 150 credit back just for placing an order, and I got free shipping. So all in all, I paid $8 for this. Totally keeping it. So this one, the other piece, oh my god, I've been eyeing this piece so much. It's like a vlogger favorite kind of deal. It's all over the internet. When it comes to Maeve, I mean, it's one of the Maeve's most beautiful items, I think. It's just my style. I bought it to list it on Poshmark because it still sells for a lot, but I put it on. I tried it on. It looks so cute. Okay, it's also brand new tags, and it's Maeve. It's brand new tags. So under the tag it says 168. Sorry, I ripped that. It's 168, but it was last sold for 99. And you guys, it's this adorable half sweater, half tulle dress. You guys, and it's got the bell sleeve. Look at that. Oh, okay, it's really cute. So I really want to list this because I need the inventory and I need to make some sales on Poshmark, but I also want to keep it. So I don't know. It's still a long time for winter, so we'll see. I'm probably going to keep it. Okay, maybe I will sell it. I'm gonna keep it. Yes, I'm going to keep it. And I have spent $12 on this. Or 11. Either 11 or 12. With free shipping. And I also got points for placing the order. And I just got them 2 days ago, so I figured I should show you guys. But you really need to keep an eye out for their sales. I mean, it's really fun. I think it's really fun just looking at because not everybody backs their prices and everything. You can get a lot of items on a good deal, especially when they're doing their 40% off sale days. I've had good luck with those, and they're really clean and no flaws. They're exactly as described, brand new tags. I love them so much. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to close this chat or this video on a good note. So yep, don't worry if you lose anything on Thredup. Nothing's ever really lost. Yep, don't forget to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments how you like this video and what you think, and if you've ever lost anything with Thredup or anywhere like Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, how that went. I'm really sorry if you lost anything. I mean, I know how stressful it is. So yeah, again, don't forget to subscribe and watch the video, and let me know what you think in the comments, and tune in. I'm going to try to put a video out every week. Anyway, this was Omnia, and have a great weekend. Bye bye.